ازيكم? Welcome to Folktales from Sudan. I'm your storyteller, Hana Baba. Today's story is called Anjetu and Nijaima. As always, the story is told in English with some Arabic mixed in. This is a long one, so settle in. Okay, Yallakum, here we go. قالوا كان في Once upon a time, there was a family that lived happily in a village in Sudan. The father and mother had a daughter named Nijaima. Nijaima was such a good girl. She was kind and she was nice to everyone. Every morning, she would go to school, and when she came back, she'd help her mother with the day's meal, chopping the salad for supper, or helping doing some cleaning around the house. After her father got home from work, they all ate together and always had lovely conversations, and they played fun games in the evening. They were a happy family. One day, Nijaima's mother got sick, and then sicker, until soon she died. Nijaima and her father were very sad for a very long time. After some years, Nijaima's father married a woman, and that woman had a daughter named Anjetu. Now this new woman was Nijaima's stepmother, and Anjetu was Nijaima's stepsister. But they were not kind to Nijaima. Every day after school, the stepmother yelled at Nijaima. Nijaima! Nijaima! قومي! Get up! نظفي البيت ده! نظفي الأوضة دي! Clean this room and that room! Clean this house! Clean the kitchen! Yalla! قومي! Yalla! Nijaima was scared, but always said, حاضر, حاضر, okay, حاضر يا عمتي, I'll do it. And she would quietly do what she was told. Then when she was done and tired, her stepmother would come again. Nijaima, why are you laying down? Get up, يلا, يلا قومي. قومي غسلي الهدوم دي. Wash these clothes now. Get up, you lazy girl. Poor Nijaima would just say, حاضر يا عمتي. Okay, I'll do it. And she would quickly get up and do the work. All this time, her stepsister, Anjetu, didn't have to do anything. She and her mom just laid around the house, taking long naps, eating and chatting, and not doing a single chore, leaving it all to poor Nijaima. Nijaima wanted to tell her father, but she didn't want to worry him. He was working hard all day and he came home tired. She didn't want him to worry about her. Sometimes her father would take long work trips to the far mountains. That's when the stepmother and her daughter treated Nijaima the worst. The stepmother kept Nijaima home from school. She said to stay home and be their servant, doing all the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry and everything. They yelled at her and they made fun of her all the time. Poor Nijaima. One day, the father went on a long trip, and he wouldn't be back before a week. The mean stepmother had a wicked idea. This was her chance to get rid of Nijaima once and for all, so that she and her daughter Anjetu could have the whole house to themselves. She had heard of an old witch called Mas'ud. Mas'ud lived far away and had a water well in her house. People came from far and wide to wash their clothes in her well for good luck. But Mas'ud was known to be a mean witch, and the way to get to her was long. So Nijaima's stepmother thought, Nijaima will never be able to complete this task. The witch will catch her and never let her go. Then she'll be gone forever and never come back. Early the next morning, the stepmother woke Nijaima up, yelling at her. "Gumi, Gumi أصحي يا بنتي يا كسلانة. Gumi, get up. Nijaima got up, tired and sleepy and yawning. It was so early. The stepmother shoved a dress into Nijaima's hands and said, "Yalla, yalla, شيلي الفستان ده أمشي غسليه في بير مسعود. Take my dress and go wash it in Mas'ud's well. Get up." Nijaima got up and got dressed. She asked her stepmother, "Lakin, بير مسعود ده وين? Where is this place? I don't know where it is. How do I get there?" The stepmother yelled, "It's a long way from here. It'll take many days. You can ask directions on the way. I don't care. Go now." She threw a small bag of stale bread and rotting cheese at her and gave her a little bottle of water that was barely enough for one day. "Here," she said. "Here's some food and water so you don't die. Now go and don't come back until you wash my dress in Bir Mas'ud's well. I don't want to see you until you do it." Poor Nijaima took the small bag and the small bottle of water and left the house, walking and walking. She walked for many hours, not knowing which way to go, and she was tired and sad. She took a break on the side of the road. She sat down and took a small sip of the water and ate a small piece of the bread and cheese. They tasted bad, but it was all she had. Then she got up and continued walking, when suddenly she came across a deer lying on the road. It was clearly hurt. Nijaima had a kind heart, so she went to it, and the deer spoke to her. It sang a song. "Nijaima ya Nijaima, Layla وين ماشية يا Nijaima. Where are you going, Nijaima?" Nijaima was surprised, but she sang back. "أمي ميتة وأبوي في الجبال. My mom is dead and my dad is in the mountains. وعمتي مرت أبوي رسلتني لبير مسعود. And my stepmother sent me to Mas'ud's well. الليلة وين يا الوردوني ليك. I wonder where it is." The injured deer asked Nijaima for some food and water. Kind-hearted Nijaima immediately gave the deer some, and the deer jumped back up, and he appreciated Nijaima's help and wanted to give her a gift for her help. The deer said, "Inshallah ya Nijaima, عيوني ديل يبقوا فيك. I hope your eyes become as beautiful as mine." Suddenly, Nijaima had beautiful eyes, as beautiful as a deer's eyes. The deer showed her which way to go, and Nijaima was on her way. Nijaima kept walking and walking through towns and villages. Then she saw a beautiful ostrich laying on the side of the road. It looked hurt, so she went towards it, and the ostrich looked up, looking tired, and sang to Nijaima. "Nijaima ya Nijaima, الليلة وين ماشية يا Nijaima. Where are you going, Nijaima?" And Nijaima sang back, "أمي ميتة وأبوي في الجبال. My mom is dead and my dad is in the mountains. وعمتي مرت أبوي رسلتني لبير مسعود. And my stepmother sent me to Mas'ud's well. الليلة وين يا الوردوني ليك. I wonder where it is." Can you guess what happened next? The tired ostrich asked Nijaima for some food and water. Kind-hearted Nijaima immediately gave him some, and the ostrich with its beautiful big feathers was refreshed and got back up. He felt better and appreciated Nijaima's help, and he wanted to give her a gift for her help. So the ostrich said, "Inshallah ya Nijaima, ريشي ده يبقى لك شعر. I hope your hair becomes as soft as my feathers." And what do you think happened? Suddenly, Nijaima's hair became so soft, like an ostrich's feathers. The ostrich showed her which way to go, and Nijaima was on her way. Nijaima kept walking and walking and walking. Then suddenly she saw a black crow lying on the side of the road. It was flapping its wings, trying to fly, but it couldn't. Nijaima went towards it, and the crow looked up, looking so tired, and sang to Nijaima. "Nijaima ya Nijaima, Layla ween maasha ya Nijaima." "Where are you going, Nijaima?" And what did Nijaima say? She sang back, "Ummi ميتة وأبوي في الجبال." My mother is dead and my dad is in the mountains. وعمتي مرت أبوي رسلتني لبير مسعود. And my stepmother sent me to Mas'ud's well. الليلة وين يلوردوني لك? I wonder where it is. The tired black crow asked Nijaima for some food and water. Kind-hearted Nijaima immediately gave him some, and the crow flapped its wings and flew up to the sky. He felt better and appreciated Nijaima's help, and he wanted to give her a gift for her help. The crow said, "Inshallah ya Nijaima, سوادي ده يبقى في شعرك. I hope your hair becomes as black as my feathers." Suddenly, Nijaima's hair became black and shiny like a crow's feathers. Nijaima was beautiful, all because she was kind to these animals. The black crow pointed to an old house and told Nijaima, "There's Mas'ud's house over there, really close. And because you're such a kind girl, I'm going to tell you a secret. To wash your dress in her well, you have to complete some tasks for her. And the secret is, whatever she tells you to do the opposite of it. Then she'll let you wash the dress and send you back home. Remember, do the opposite." Nijaima was so thankful to the black crow. She said goodbye to him and went over to the old house and politely knocked on the door. The old woman called from inside the house, "Itfaddali, itfaddali, come in, come in." Nijaima walked through the door. There was a big yard with chickens running all around. Some vegetables were growing in a small garden, and there was a bull tied to a pole peacefully eating some grass. Nijaima went inside, and she met the old witch. She was scared and shaking, but she greeted her. She said, "Salamu alaikum ya habbob al-ajuz, yam kalaman biyuz." "Greetings, wise grandmother. عاوزة أغسل الفستان في البير. I want to wash this dress in the well, please." The old witch stood with a crooked back and wiry gray hair sticking out of her old raggedy brown tobe. She had long yellow teeth and deep, big yellow eyes. She told Nijaima she could wash her dress, but first she told her to break all the dishes in the kitchen. Break the dishes in the kitchen? What? What kind of a chore is that? But wait. Oh, she remembered what the kind black crow told her. Whatever the witch tells you to do, you do the opposite. So Nijaima went to the kitchen, and instead of breaking the dishes, She washed all of them. She rinsed them and dried them and put them away on a shelf. Next, the witch told her to take all her clothes and throw them in the mud. What? Throw her clothes in the mud? Oh, that must mean to wash the clothes, right? Right. So she took all the witch's clothes and washed them. She hung them on the clothesline in the bright sun to dry. When she was finished, the witch said, "Ba'da ghassili fustanik." Now you can wash your dress. So Nijaima went to the well and washed her stepmother's dress and hung it to dry. She finally did it. She did what she came here for. Now, as soon as the dress was dry, she could go back home. She was so relieved. The witch told Nijaima, "While your dress is drying, come, let me braid your hair. تعالي نمشطك. تعالي." Nijaima was surprised that the witch was actually a kind woman. The witch sat on al-angarib, the rope bed, and Nijaima sat on the floor in front of her with her soft black hair to get braided. The witch started braiding her hair slowly. And at the same time, that bull in the yard, he was walking around his pole slowly and singing a song. مشيط سمح كلام سمح طريق سمح مشيط سمح كلام سمح طريق سمح. He was saying, braid her good. Her talk is good and her manners are good. And he kept saying it over and over again. مشيط سمح كلام سمح طريق سمح مشيط سمح كلام سمح طريق سمح. The witch braided her beautifully in a lovely pattern with even rows of braids. Then when she was done, she showed Nijaima 2 pots of dihin, oil, for her hair, and she told her to pick one. One pot was old and ugly and dusty, and the other one was new and shiny. Which one do you think Nijaima picked? She thought, if everything here is opposite, then the ugly one must be the good one. And she was right. The witch poured the ugly pot onto Nijaima's head. And what a surprise! Gold coins and silver, rubies and emeralds and all kinds of jewelry came pouring out onto Nijaima's head. The witch said, "Ba'da amshi al-bayt." Now you can go home. Nijaima thanked her, took her stepmother's dress from the clothesline, and she was on her way back home, looking so beautiful with shiny, soft black braids and gold and jewels dripping from her head. When Nijaima got home, her stepmother and stepsister Anjetu could not believe their eyes. Not only did Nijaima come back, but she was so different. She became even more beautiful and had all these riches dripping from her head. The stepmother was so angry. Her plan didn't work. She yelled at Nijaima. "Nijaima? Dashno? Weno fustani? Where's my dress?" Nijaima gave her the dress, all clean and dry. The mother and daughter were furious, and they were so jealous. The mother thought, why does Nijaima get to be the one who's beautiful and rich? I'm going to send my daughter, Anjetu, to do exactly the same. I'm gonna send her to wash my dress at Biro Mas'ud so she can come back beautiful and full of golds and jewels and riches. Yes. The next morning, the mother woke Anjetu up. Gomi, Yalla Anjetu, Gomi. Anjetu was a lazy, spoiled girl, and she did not want to get up. Oh, لا عليك الله ده شنو ده يا أخي. I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. في شنو, what is there to get up for? Oh, I don't want to get up. The mom was not having it. Yalla Gomi, get up now so you can be beautiful and bring us riches like Nijaima. Get up, get up. Anjetu got up slowly, mumbling and grumbling the whole time. Her mom prepared a big bag full of food, bread and cheeses and fruits and meats of all kinds, and a big container of water. And she put all the supplies on her donkey, and Anjetu set off on the road. She was not happy at all with having to do all this. Anjetu started riding on the back of the donkey. Her mother did not make her walk. She made her comfortable. She took a break on the side of the road and took a big water jug and gulped down water. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Then she opened her big bag of food and she scarfed down some bread and chicken and fruit. She didn't have any manners, so when she was done, she just left the mess of chicken bones and fruit skins on the ground. She continued on the road on top of the donkey. She treated it badly, yelling at it and whipping it, yelling, Yalla, yalla, go faster! Go faster, you slowpoke! Ugh, you're so slow, donkey! Then suddenly, she came across a deer lying on the road. It was clearly hurt, and it was the same deer that Nijaima had met. The deer spoke to her. It sang, Nijaima, Nijaima, Alelewe masha Nijaima. Where are you going, Nijaima? The deer thought this was Nijaima again. Anjetu did not like that, and she didn't care about the deer. She yelled back, Nijaima? Nijaima taqta raqabtak. Ana Anjetu. You stupid, dumb deer. I'm not Nijaima. I'm Anjetu. The injured deer asked Anjetu for some food and water. Anjetu said, No way. I don't have enough. There's only enough for me. The poor deer said, Inshallah, Anjetu. Idlani del ibgu fiki. I hope your ears become like mine. Suddenly, Anjetu grew big, pointy ears on the sides of her head. Deer ears. Ooh! Anjetu kept riding and riding through towns and villages. Then she saw an ostrich laying on the side of the road. It looked hurt. And it was the same ostrich Nijaima met. The ostrich looked up tired and sang to Anjetu, Nijaima, Nijaima, alelawen masha Nijaima. It thought it was Nijaima again. Again, Anjetu did not like this, and she did not care about this poor ostrich. She yelled back, Nijaima, Nijaima taqta raqabtak. Ana Anjetu. You dumb, stupid ostrich. I'm not Nijaima. I'm Anjetu. The ostrich asked Anjetu for some food and water. Anjetu said, No way. I don't have enough. There's only enough for me. The ostrich said, Inshallah, Anjetu, kur'ani del yibgu fik. I hope your legs become as long as mine. Suddenly, Anjetu's legs grew longer and longer, and she became so tall. So now Anjetu had big pointy ears, and her legs were so long she couldn't even ride on the donkey. Her legs were dragging on the dusty road as she was on the poor donkey's back. Suddenly, she saw a black crow lying on the side of the road. It was flapping its wings, trying to fly, but it couldn't. It was the same crow Nijaima met. The crow looked up, looking so tired, and he sang, Nijaima ya Nijaima, alela we masha ya Nijaima. Where are you going, Nijaima? Anjetu was fed up. She did not like any of this, and she surely did not care about this crow. And she yelled back, Nijaima, Nijaima taqta' raqabtak, ana Anjetu. You stupid dumb crow. I'm not Nijaima. I'm Anjetu. The poor crow asked Anjetu for some food and water. What do you think Anjetu said? No way. I don't have enough. There's only enough for me. The crow said, Inshallah ya Anjetu. Ayuni del. Ibgu fiki. I hope my eyes become yours. Anjetu had big pointy ears. Her legs were so long she couldn't ride on the donkey. And now her eyes were tiny and so red, just like a crow's eyes. She looked scary, all because she was mean to all these animals. The black crow pointed towards an old house and told Anjetu, Dak beit Mas'ud. There's Mas'ud's house over there, really close. And I'm going to tell you a secret. He said, to wash your dress in her well, you have to complete some tasks for her. And the secret is, whatever she tells you to do, do it. Do it exactly like she tells you. Then she'll let you wash the dress and send you back home. Did the crow tell her the truth? Nope. Anjetu was so mean and so unkind, he decided not to tell her the real secret. Anjetu didn't even thank the black crow. She stomped over to the old house with her long legs and didn't even knock the door. She pushed the door open with her foot and rudely yelled, Hey, ya habbob al-ajuz, ya mnakhartan qadr al-koz. Hey, ugly old woman with a huge nose, where are you? Come out. She looked around the yard and stomped into the house rudely, where she found the old witch and yelled at her. Hey, you! Where's that well? I need to wash this dress, and you better make me pretty and give me gold and silver, just like you did for Nijaima. The old witch stood with a crooked back. She told Anjetu she could wash her dress, but first she told her to break all the dishes in the kitchen. Break the dishes in the kitchen? Sure. Anjetu stomped into the kitchen and took all the dishes and threw them on the floor, breaking them all. Next, the witch told her to take all her clothes and throw them in the mud. What? Throw her clothes in the mud? Okay. She took all the witch's clothes to a puddle of mud close to where the bull was, and she threw them all in the mud, splashing the mud all over the bull's beautiful brown hide. When she finished, the witch said, "Ba'da ghassil al-fustan." Now you can wash your dress. So Anjetu stomped over to the well, stepping on chickens and making a big mess. She washed her mother's dress and threw it on the clothesline to dry. Then the witch told Anjetu, "While your dress is drying, come, let me braid your hair. تعالي نمشطك,
تعالي نمشطك.
The witch sat on al-angarib, the rope bed, and Anjetu sat on the floor in front of her. The witch started braiding her hair. At the same time, that bull in the yard, he was walking around his pole slowly and singing, مشيتو شين كلامو شين طريقو شين مشيتو شين كلامو شين طريقو شين. He was saying, braid her ugly. Her talk is ugly and her manners are ugly. The witch braided her horribly, with no pattern, with uneven rows of braids, some going left, some going right. Some braids were small, some braids were big. It looked horrible, but Anjetu didn't know. When she was done, the witch showed Anjetu the 2 pots of tihin, the oil for her hair, and she told her to choose one. Remember, one pot was old and ugly and dusty, and the other one was new and shiny. Which one do you think Anjetu picked? She thought,
Why should I get the ugly one? I want the shiny one.
The witch poured the shiny new pot onto Anjetu's head. And what a surprise! Bugs, frogs, snakes, bees swarming around all came pouring down onto her head. Anjetu screamed, "Ah!" And she ran out of the witch's house. She ran and ran and ran with her long legs and small beady red eyes and big pointy ears. And now she had frogs and bugs and snakes and bees pouring down from her hair. Bzzz. She ran and she screamed, "Ah! Ah! Ah! Bzzz! Ah!" Just as her mom at home was wondering what happened to Anjetu and why she was so late, suddenly she saw something running towards the house, and it was getting closer and closer, and she screamed, "Deshnu! Deshnu, what is that? What is that coming towards us?" It looked like a monster, a horrible monster that looked so scary, and it had bugs all around it. Anjetu's mom screamed and ran away. Anjetu caught up with her. Ommi! Mom! Mother, it's me, Anjetu! Ah! The mom did not believe her. She thought it was a scary creature and ran away from the house into the village. Anjetu followed her, running and screaming, "Ommi, Diana! Ommi, Diana! It's me, Mother! It's me, Mother!" They both ran and ran and ran out of the village and out of the town and never came back again. Back home, Nijaima's father came home from his work in the mountains, and Nijaima told him the whole story and how they were mean to her. He was happy they were gone and thanked Nijaima for being a good, kind girl. And from then on, they lived together in that house, happily ever after. والقصة انتهت. The end. Thanks for listening to Folktales from Sudan. All the stories in the series were adapted from stories I heard from members of my family, handed down from generation to generation. And this project is dedicated to our official family storyteller, my dear uncle Elbagir Gaafar. Thanks to our production team, our main story consultant and editor, my mother, Nawal Gaafar. Our music is by Rami Elbagir, Muhammad Jamal, Ahmed Al-Ijel, Hassan Rabi' and Khalid Al-Mahi. Our episode art is by Waddah Eltahir. Graphic design team is Eman, Hajali, Rudaina, Osman, and Layla Bilal. This story was sound designed by Seth Samuel. Find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, and we'd love to get your ratings and reviews. And engage with us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Folktales from Sudan. I'm your storyteller, Hana Baba. Yalla, see you in the next story. Masalama.